still better than this other guy! Hey! What? Whoa! Time's up, pal.
KO!
All right, I gotta leave, okay?
John, we just started. Come on, man.
Listen, there's a lot to see in this life. Not wasting it here.
What's up, YouTube? Tenton here, and today we will be discussing the next time on Death Battle between Wonder Woman from DC Comics and She-Ra from He-Man. But before we get on to that, let us briefly discuss episode 128. Danny vs. Jake was a treat to watch. I thoroughly enjoyed getting to revisit one of my childhood shows, and learning about Jake was fun as well. I was right with my prediction of Danny winning, and my logic was spot on. The animation was a tad bit slow starting out, but it quickly picked up and it was a good fight overall. Danny vs. Jake to me is a fine addition to Death Battle Season 7, and it was a great episode overall. Wonder Woman vs. She-Ra is the only episode in a long time that I'm really not excited for at all. Old Lady Wonder has been on the show twice already, and yeah, her versus Rogue really shouldn't count considering how outdated it is. It was produced so early into Season 1 that it's even hard to consider it an official episode at this point, considering just how barbaric it is in comparison. So this might as well be Wonder Woman's second round on Death Battle. Even if I think about it that way, I'm still not a huge fan of the episode as a whole. But hey, that's just me. DC and Marvel already take up so many slots of episodes per year, and did we really need to waste one on a returnee character from DC? I've said it before, I'll say it again. Ant-Man versus the Atom. If you're gonna do a DC character, that's a cool themed fight. From two characters that have a unique power set that Death Battle's really never screwed around with before. Just saying, did we really need Wonder Woman for the third time? When it comes to She-Ra, I'm not really familiar with her that much. I never watched He-Man as a kid, so she doesn't really bring any notable hype for me. That being said, I am still excited to predict who wins. Even if it's a fight I'm not pumped for, it's still Death Battle, and I'm sure I'll enjoy the episode when I see it. This episode from a research perspective was an interesting one. Wonder Woman's previous episode outlined a lot of what she is capable of, and it made the research process take way less time. Physically, Wonder Woman is strong enough to lift at least 2.2 quintillion tons, or in layman's terms, roughly 1/3 of the Earth's weight. Her speed is up there with Superman and the Flash, which is impressive on its own, but then there's her best speed feat, when, as they mentioned last time in her appearance in Death Battle, blocked millions of God shards all at once. According to what I've seen, because Death Battle never actually gave an official calculation for the feat, she could be moving anywhere from a few thousand times the speed of light to a few quintillion times the speed of light. Durability-wise, she can take hits from Superman and Doomsday. So, at the worst, she should be able to tank planetary-level attacks. At this point, while researching the episode, I was like, stat-wise, Wonder Woman on paper looks insane. But then there's her other weapons and powers. She has a healing factor that can repair damage at a superhuman level. She has bracelets of submission, which can block all kinds of attacks. They can also be used to summon weapons out of them, and they are completely and utterly unbreakable. Then there's her lasso of truth, which will force a person to tell the truth if they're caught in it. The lasso, like her bracelets, is also unbreakable, so choking someone out with it is a viable killing move. Her most dangerous weapon is her sword. This sword is stated to be able to sever atoms. She can cut through basically anything with this sword. She's even used it to cut through Superman's skin. The sword can just straight up ignore durability. Wonder Woman has fought Professor Zoom while blind, and she killed Doomsday with her bare fists. She is also well over 3,000 years old, and she is stated to be the best fighter in the DC universe by Batman. Lastly, she can also fly, just like Superman can. At this point, I was thinking to myself, She-Ra is screwed, right? Like, how is she gonna match up to this crap? Going into it, She-Ra, strength-wise, is about on par with He-Man, who could move the moon out of orbit. I couldn't find any reliable speed feats on her, so for argument's sake, let's say she's at the speed of light at minimum. Durability wise, I'd say she is at the very worst continent level, and there's a pretty good argument you can make for her to be around planetary durability. But even then, I'd say Wonder Woman has the edge. She-Ra has her Sword of Protection, which is a piercing weapon, Wonder Woman's only really notable weakness. She can transform stuff with her magic. She has some type of healing magic that I've seen, though she's only ever used it on other people, so I'm not sure if she can use it on herself, but, you know, for argument's sake, let's say she can. She has a pet unicorn called Swiftwind, which could assist her in battle. She also has the ability to communicate with animals. Sad to say, that's all I could really find. She-Ra isn't exactly the most popular character when it comes to versus debating, and I do not have the time to dig through her show and all of her history to find feats. I did, however, find one feat that I feel needs mentioning. In the He-Man comics, He-Man, who has the exact same powers as She-Ra, destroyed a super duper god planet seed thing that's made out of pieces of the Big Bang or some shit like that. Wonder Woman has fought some top tier threats, but I'm not sure if her durability could hold up to something like that. When looking at this from my point of view, Wonder Woman is stronger, faster, and at worst, just as durable. Her unbreakable weapons, OP sword, and her centuries of experience are all notable advantages. She's also likely a better sword fighter and better at hand-to-hand combat. The one feat She-Ra scales to is the only thing that really worries me. And even then, it is kind of an outlier, so I don't know how much stock you can really put into it. Based off my numbers, if the attack is used, it's likely a one-shot kill. Wonder Woman's superior speed and atom-slicing sword, however, might still be enough. The sword straight up ignores durability, so if she lands a hit with it, the fight is over. Her speed advantage also drastically helps her chances, and she is very precise with her weaponry. Based off my math, she is likely at the very least a few thousand times faster than She-Ra. The fight is a lot closer than I expected, but I still think Wonder Woman takes it overall. But what do you guys think? Are you backing Lady Wonder, or are you going with She-Ra? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Well, that's all from me. See you guys next time. Peace!